What's up, YouTube? This is a first for the channel, a little how to install a backup camera on a Jeep Wrangler. I think this is a Rubicon Winter Edition. Just want to let you guys know that I've never done this before and how easy this project is. This project is a little expensive. I think the kit was about 500 bucks and one of the dongles was another 50, but definitely it's a key upgrade to the car, especially if you want to use your regular factory navigation radio that's already built into the car. So this is the same radio that's in the whole Chrysler line of cars. This radio was in my 2011 Durango, just a regular navigation unit. It already has the receptacle in the back that you could plug in this camera, and this kit does come with a programmer that you could program your factory radio to have a backup camera. So there's no other soldering you have to do, no other custom wiring to plug into this harness or anything like that. Definitely easy, a little pricey, but you guys could definitely do it in a weekend. By some chance, these screws on the radio are 7mm, and for my kit as well as Angel's kit, that was the one socket we both were missing. But it was great that Angel's father-in-law lives right across the street. He happened to come over and we asked him if we could borrow a 7mm socket. Definitely that would have saved us a lot of time if we didn't run into that issue. I did have I think a 3 1/4 that was able to fit, but he came with a 7mm and I didn't want to strip any screws or mess up a brand new Jeep. The visibility in the Jeep is very low. I drove it, and the big wheel in the back, it's definitely not a stock tire. So you have your 17-inch rim, and I think it was a 33-inch tire. So it definitely takes up a lot of the back window, and then you have your washer fluid reservoir that takes up a good chunk of real estate as well. So definitely the backup camera will save you, your life, someone riding behind you, or even you're parking in a spot. Definitely helps you back into it. The 2018 model does have the backup camera as a standard, but on the 27th it didn't. There's also one thing I do warn you guys, if you're watching this before you do the install, definitely ground yourself. Angel didn't ground himself. He had a little static electricity built into his body. As soon as he touched the programmer, he felt like he zapped it, and we couldn't program the radio that day. He was able to get out of the unit, so that he was able to program it the next day.
Alright, so the first thing we got to do is get this camera in here. Alright, so it's going to sit here. And then it's really important not to put this cable through here, because when you put the back tire back on, it's going to pinch and snap the cable and it'll void your warranty. So we got to run it through back here.
So basically what happens is this cable has to go in here. So I have this wire tie right here, and then we remove this molding, so this is the other end of the wire tie. So we're just going to tape it so you can fish it out a lot better. So the wire comes in through this vent right here, and then the zip tie we pull back out, and it'll come through here, and we'll wrap it all around here through the door, and then we'll open that panel and it'll go straight to the front.
Honestly, I thought this was going to be the hardest part. I thought we'd be here all day trying to fish this shit.
That would be that's the easiest.
We gotta take the dashboard off. That's gonna be a little bit of a bitch.
I think getting under the passenger seat and keeping it neat.
Yeah.
That's like for me, I thought that was the hardest part.
Yeah.
So another thing we did was this part wasn't coming off. So this tab right here, I didn't want to break it because it's not my car. But I took the antenna off. This is the antenna for your Jeep. They still use the traditional metal long ones. So Angel already unscrewed it and put this little stubby one on. So then I just used the antenna, sent it to the back because there's a gap in the carpet, and then we'll tape it on and fish it out.
Alright.
So the next part is we gotta take one screw out from here. That's a 7mm, and we pry this out, your power windows. There's 2 tabs on the top. Put a little bit of force and it pops right out, and then you take the connector out, and then there's one bolt right there that we got to take out.
right, we should be able to give this a yank and the whole dash should come out, in theory. There we go. Get some angle. There we go. We're just gonna move this out the way. Oh, and there goes the dash.
So all it took was 3 screws.
That's it.
To take it off.
Well, 4, right? Really, 1 here. There was 1 up here.
That's true.
And then there's 2 on the side over here.
Glad I'm not the one keeping count. So now we have to remove the trim for the AC controls.
Yeah, let's see if I don't break it. Let's see.
That's why the best part of like working on cars is when it's not your car. So you can mess everything up on someone else's car. Yeah. That's why I'm letting him do all of this trim stuff.
I think we got it. There we go. All right.
Nice.
And that's out.
Still in one piece too. So we just took out the AC controls, and then your little, I guess for your phone, right? That little net.
Yeah, it doesn't do much. I don't put anything down there.
So now you can put a map over there.
Yeah.
And then we have the cable over here, which we ran under the seat.
It underneath here.
And then we'll fish it there, come up there, and leave the excess in the dash.
Correct. This is a brand new Jeep, and we took it all apart. I mean, this thing has, I think, 100 miles on it. That's it. It's insane.
But now the good thing is we could drive around looking for Jeeps and steal their radio.
Yeah, it's really easy. So we took the 4 screws out. Well, you took the 4 screws out, Chris did. And now the radio just comes right out. And then we just have to disconnect the pieces and hook up the camera.
And then we fished the cable through here, underneath the back, and we looped it behind this, and the cable is right here so far. And Angel got the solderless kit.
Yeah.
So there's a little piggyback dongle, so we don't have to use any, and this is the power tap, so we don't have to use any solder or any clamps to tap into power.
Yeah, so we'll put the link up to the adapter for you guys. Chris will put the link up. All right, so this is the wire for the video that came with the kit, with the brand motion kit, which we'll put the link to the camera too in the video. It goes right behind the radio, so it's plug and play. There's already a slot for it here on the Jeep radio. Just goes right in like that. Then we're gonna fish this down there, and then we're gonna connect the wires together. So right now we got the solderless kit that I showed you guys, so you don't have to do any kind of soldering. A lot of the videos you see on YouTube, everyone's soldering. So basically what we did was we connected this adapter to the cigarette lighter, and then this plugs into the AC control, the cigarette lighter that's on the AC control. In the middle here, it's going to connect the power for our camera without us having to solder to the cigarette control using this adapter. It's sold by Quadratech, so shout out to them. We'll put the link on here for us to get. I think it was like 50 bucks, but well worth it if you're not comfortable with soldering inside of your brand new Jeep Wrangler. All right, so the brand motion camera kit that we got comes with a VIN locked program module. So the module plugs into the OB2 reader, and it programs the car to work with the dashboard radio so that it knows that there's a backup camera when you throw the car in reverse. So that's our next step here. What we're gonna do first is unbox this, obviously. Once you break this, you cannot return the kit, just so you guys know. So void, so you can see warranty void if removed. So that's it. We are taking it out. Can't send it back now. So first thing we have to do is put this in here and turn it to the on position. Let the computer and everything connect. Then we should hear a honking horn sound when I plug this in. So actually, let's go. All right, here we go. Come on, so why isn't it going off? All right, so I just want to recap. Got the piece. I know when we plugged it in the first time it didn't work. Just a word of caution. On here it says that it's very, very sensitive to static. So make sure that you ground yourself before you grab it. I guess we didn't do that. The first one, I had a sweat outfit on. Kind of felt a little shock when I plugged it in, it didn't work. But now we got a replacement. I just plugged it in down in the OBD2 port like we showed you. And it did honk twice. Sorry I didn't record it. I was just too excited when I got it. And now we're gonna test and see if the backup camera comes on. So I just turned the Jeep back on. Right, we got the radio. And oh, we don't need that. And well, I'm going to, right, it's working. Hey, look at that, it works. So we've even got our backup lines too. So again, brand motion camera. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I will let Chris take it away for you guys.
So guys, if you liked the video, please hit that like button, and if you're here for the first time, please subscribe. And if you want to see more of me working on cars, or even more of the Jeep, please let me know in the comments. Thank you, and have a great day.